Gopher General, setting a new standard in managing pocket gophers. We've got about 2,000 acres of alfalfa on our farm, and before we developed this machine, you could literally walk across the fields, stepping from one gopher hill to the next. So we tried trapping them. Lots of dirty hand work and expensive. We tried probing for their tunnel. We'd find their tunnel, drop in a couple of fumigant tablets to kill them. We tried the baiting machines. In fact, we had 3 of these at one time. But it seemed like every time we took one gopher out, another gopher took its place. And in the end, the gophers were winning and the fields were still a mess. Until we developed the Gopher General and won the war. How does it work? Well, simply it makes an artificial tunnel in the ground, meters a slow release fumigant product into the tunnel. When the gopher makes its daily rounds checking its territory, it finds our tunnel, follows our tunnel, and is quietly done in by the fumigant gas now present in the tunnel. Really simple. It works really well. So, what does all of this mean? Well, first of all, and probably most important, it means no more handwork. So hard to get people to do this kind of work and really expensive. The fumigants worked, but again it was handwork and there was constant exposure to the fumigant gas. The baiters were trouble prone, but we really simply couldn't get the gophers to eat the bait. So for us, Gopher General has meant no more gophers, and it's meant a smooth harvest. No gopher mounds in the knife, no gopher mounds breaking the section, dirt smearing the seed, less dockage, more money in our pocket. Gopher General might look like a really big gopher baiter, but there's lots of differences. First, we're using a slow release fumigant problem. We put them in the sealed hopper at the start of the day. You can see this young guy here is pouring a couple cans of tablets into the hopper before starting out. The gas isn't being given off at this point, so there's no concern for him. And once he's done doing this, that's it. He's into the tractor and off looking for gophers to treat. Now at the end of the day, those tablets are still gassing off. He opens the can, flips it over, and pours out any remaining fumigant product. Remember to read and follow label directions for product disposal. We found it was really important to get that disc in the ground first and keep the roots from wrapping around the shank. This ground is pretty hard, but it goes in there pretty good, down 10, 12 inches, and that depth is set by the wheels that carry the machine. That depth gives us enough dirt to seal the tunnel, and it also intersects the gopher tunnels. The little packer wheels seal everything up, and watch close here as the machine comes out of the ground. You will notice that the torpedo has a hole in the back. We're actually blowing the fumigant tablets out the back of the torpedo. Why not use a gravity system with an open bottom torpedo? Well, we had trouble with it plugging in wet and trashy conditions, and the tablets filled the pipe, and this created a deadly situation for the operator who has to unplug this mess. So we're metering the tablets into an airstream, we're blowing them down the back of the shank and out the back of the torpedo. Watch this little video close. You can actually see the tablets go whizzing by. So again, in slow motion, you hear the fan as soon as the disc goes in the ground. Then the tablets are being metered and they're blowing out the back of the torpedo. Now if you watch this, we also found it important to keep that shank clean. If you get dirt on the shank, then the cut gets compromised and the gas escapes. So you'll see there's a shank cleaner that automatically cleans that shank every time it comes up and down. That earth has to be well sealed. These little packer wheels just keep constant pressure above the torpedo. They're not tied to that shank. Their movement's independent. And when you get all done, your cut should look something like this. Rocks are another issue. We use a hydraulic accumulator system to provide a smooth release and reset if an obstacle is encountered. The hydraulic tank runs disc, shank, packer wheels. The pressure is easily set. And what do we need for a tractor? Well, not very much. All you really need is about 50 horse, a single hydraulic circuit, and 35 amps to run the fan and the metering tablet. If you have a modern tractor, you hook up like this, and with an old tractor, we supply an extension cable so you can connect direct to your battery. On our farm, the General has meant that instead of having 10 gophers per acre, we're driving around looking to find maybe 10 gophers on a 160-acre field. Instead of treating the field, we drive around just looking for gophers. Our costs for fumigant have dropped from $10 an acre when we started to $1 an acre now that we're rid of our gophers. There are lots of Gopher General machines that work in hay fields right across the western United States. Their owners are enjoying way better gopher control with less costs. They've got reduced equipment repair and maintenance cost. They're selling higher priced hay because they have no dirt in the hay. They're getting longer life out of their stands when they don't have any gophers. And all of this simply means more profit. Give us a call or shoot us an email. Let's see if we can get a Gopher General machine in your field. Thank you.